Hi guys, Rich Kid Retro back. Okay, so it's been a long time. I haven't done any videos probably for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Actually, a pickups video, simply because I haven't picked up anything. The last, I'll say 3-4 weekends since the beginning of June, really. I haven't been car booting it. I've always worked on a Sunday, so I think I've worked 3 or 4 Sundays in a row. Haven't been car booting it, but luckily it's also been raining as well, each one of those days. So I didn't do any car booting at all. Midweek it seems to be raining, so yeah. So last weekend I went car booting it. Oh no, first of all, thanks to everyone who's liking and subscribing. I had a backlog of lots of out and about videos at car boots. So thanks to everyone who's liking and sharing. Yeah, I really enjoy obviously sharing the experience. Yeah, so glad some of you guys are watching. There is one or two more. So sometimes I do like a pickups video like this. I release a pickups video and then I do the out and about one. But sometimes I forget about it, or I haven't got time to edit it. Or sometimes I think, do I edit it a bit more, or do I literally just show the raw footage of just me walking around, and yeah, just people seeing me just doing that rather than just cutting it down to like this pickup, that pickup, that pickup. So sometimes it's all about in retro goddess I trust. You do have to put a lot of miles in. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for everyone liking and sharing. It's really appreciated, and yeah, so thanks to you guys out there. So hopefully for the next couple of Sundays, but no, probably for the next month of Sundays actually. This is the first week. I guess the next three or four Sundays, I'm not working. So so I just went to the car boot yesterday. So hopefully this will go up probably Wednesday or Thursday. So I'm filming this on Monday. So yeah, well happy with what I picked up. I haven't been, like I said, I haven't been car booting it. Must be, yeah, for nearly a month. I was absolutely knackered and shattered. Absolutely knackered and shattered. Locally, there's nothing locally on the Gumtrees and that. If there is something going on, I think there was like an N64 on Gumtree. 4 or 5 games. It was like 25 quid. It was just down the road from me. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll be there in literally 5 minutes. And then by the time I actually got there, they said, oh, I've been messaged by somebody, and they got offered like 80 quid for it. But you're like, oh, god damn it. And you're like, why did you pay 80 quid? It's like so overpriced. So many people messaging him and literally backdooring and then getting more. So stuff like Gumtree, I've just given up on Gumtree. It's just so many people in the area trying to go for it. Even if a certain bargain does come up, it quadruples in price. So I haven't bothered with that Gumtree at all. Charity shop wise, they've been really rubbish as well. I think I picked up one PS2 game which is somewhere down there. I don't know. I'm not sure if I got it or not. Yeah, so I've been to lots of charity shops with my GoPro, hopefully trying to film. But yeah, no pickups. A couple of my charity shop guys who normally keep back stuff for me, they've actually left. So charity shops mainly run by volunteers or people sort of out of work, but they sort of volunteer in there. So there's one guy he's been out of work for a couple of years, so he's actually worked there just volunteering, must have given his job seeking allowance, etc. But I think he's actually got a job now, so he's gone. Another guy who's just obviously, I think he must have retired, worked there, but he's now moved somewhere else. Yeah, he's moved house, so he's no longer there, so I'll be missing him. Yeah, so charity shops, they've gone downhill. Even just locally, just looking on eBay, everything seems to be, I can sort of say, oh, that's a charity shop floor there. That's a charity shop floor there. When you go to the charity shop, you look at back thinking, oh, that's that game there, that's that DVD there, that's that random telescope there. They seem to be putting everything online. So charity shops are just, yeah, they've gone downhill with the last few months. But yeah, so I finally got a Sunday off. Did my usual when I just leaving work. I work in the supermarket. I normally go to the checkouts, buy like a chewing gum or a chocolate bar or just like a Sprite for the next day. Always take out £50 cash back. I always get 4 20s, the rest in pound coins, and then 2 seconds later, get another chewing gum or whatever it is, or another one, just pay for it separate, get another £50 cash back, rinse and repeat, some 50p's, and that. So it's always good to have change. Yeah, so I've got my car boot trousers, pounds in one pocket, 50p's and £2 in another pocket, and obviously notes in the wallet. Yeah, so I got up. It was really sunny the day before, so you just know it's going to be pretty busy car boot. Like I said, it's been raining and that, so lots of people obviously must have obviously going to be putting off their car boot in it to this weekend, the first sort of good summer or good sunshine, good weather car boot day. Must have been for like 3 or 4 weeks. And And obviously, like, the colleges are finishing, or finished, like, the universities are finished. People sometimes move house, like, in the summer this time, and doing this and doing that, clear out the lofts and stuff, and wants to sell stuff, obviously, for the summer, for anyone that's gone on holiday, on trips and that, and days out. So yeah, this is sort of one of the best time of years to go car booting, I think. In Cornwall, where I live, I don't even bother those car boots anymore. There's too many people going after it, and there's literally no stock at all. So if you do get something, yeah, it's either overpriced, or there's loads of us just going for it. So I've given up with them, but it's all mainly just Plymouth and Exeter at the moment. And there's always enough stuff to go around, to be honest, when you go up there. So you think, oh, I missed out on this, missed out on that. But you can still easily spend 50 quid, £60 at the car boot. And everyone else is walking around with stuff as well. So there is sort of still enough out there. Maybe not retro-wise, it's really hard to sort of find the retro stuff. But most of it's all like, just like board games, geeks, you know, to videos, DVDs, and all that jazz. So yeah, I got up at, must have been 6 o'clock. Drove up to Plymouth Argyle. That's a really good car boot. So I just drove in a dime. Yeah, it's a really good car boot. It's one of those ones that you're supposed to start when it originally opened at like 11, and then it got to 10, and it's just got earlier and earlier. And because it was sunny, you know, you need to be up there for like 6:30. Got there at 6:30. Loads of cars pulling in. Backlog, but half the car boot was missing this time because I think Plymouth Argyle, it's just outside the Plymouth Argyle Stadium. They must have been resurfacing the pitch, so outside where most of the cars go, there was like piles of, I guess it was sand, gravel, I don't know, something like that normally goes underneath the grass, or they just dug it up like turf and stuff. So the car boot wasn't as big as normal. It was pretty full by like, must have been 7:15, and they were turning cars away for fun. They must have turned a good 30-40 cars away. Yeah, it was really annoying. I'm just trying to figure out what actually got like that Plymouth Argyle car boot. Because I can't remember what I got there. I think it was definitely this lot. And this lot, okay. You're just trying to remember. Yeah, I've missed so much stuff. It's sort of really hard. Just like, do you rush round, like thinking, quickly look around, or do you slowly walk around? It's just really hard at the moment. I've noticed the last year or so, all the stuff we sort of want, like the retro games and that, before our generation, I guess our generation used to be selling their car boots, clearing out the lofts and stuff. Say the last 5 years, we would think, oh, this is sort of like stuff we think would sell. We would actually put on the table, or it will come out first in the car boot, stuff like that. So it'd be like the first thing on the table. So I'm sort of looking at tables, but realise I guess it's like the generation below us now, like the noughties generation. They're sort of like their kids, and they're sort of selling the kids DS games and stuff like that. So the sort of retro-wise, the PS2, PS1, all the old games, just seem to be in bags on the floor underneath the table, either left or right, and you don't see actually much on the table. Even just like little boxes, you may find a Game Boy in there, just stuff like that. So our stuff that I really want is no longer on the table. We had a good discussion with some other like car boot guys, and it just seems to be just underneath the table in bags, and it's easily missed. So it's like, do you rush around thinking, oh, there could be a Super Nintendo on the table, just stuff like that, or do you go slowly? But yeah, sometimes I just go fast, sometimes I go slow. You miss stuff, you know, retro goddess you trust, and then she gives, she takes. There's, like I said, there's always enough to go around. So I picked up some Xbox games. I think these were £1 each in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I got these for 15 quid or 13 quid. Can't quite remember. Yeah, I'm slowly getting into Xbox actually. There seem to be some stuff actually that obviously I've got a massive collection, so it's good to get games that I don't have, but Xbox seems to be something that I don't have. But yeah, I think I actually got half of these now actually. Sid Meier's Pirates. Battlestar Galactica. 2003, so obviously that must have came out or the same time as the TV series. I think the TV series was actually 2005 maybe? Or was that when the pilot came out? Harry Potter, is that Prisoner of Azkaban? Batman, Rise and Sin Days, or I don't know what it's called. Midway Arcade Treasures 3. I'm not sure if I got this. Okay, we're just looking over there. I may have that already. I can see one. I got number 1 sealed. I got 2. Is that 3 next to it? But the lettering's not as big, so it might be. I might have that, might not. Sonic Riders. I literally can see my Xbox collection there. Shadow the Hedgehog. Midway Arcade Treasures. Yeah, I definitely got that one. This is the one I really wanted. It was Turtles. Battle Nexus. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Battle Nexus. And Army Man, Major Malfunction. The Army kits are so cool. By Global Star Software, but on the back it's got, looks like Team 17? Yeah, Team 17 is registered to mark. 2006. Team 17 was still alive in 2006. What else did I get there? I may have got some other stuff there, but I may as well go on to. Oh no, I got this lot there. Yeah, like I said, I've been to obviously play with car boots. They have this massive cage, and if that cage fills up, then they start filling the cars on the outside of Plymouth Argyle Stadium. So if it's like a quiet day, you could be there waiting for an hour and a half. But if it's a busy day, the cage can fill up in half an hour. And yeah, and then some of the cars start on the outside. So you just think, do I go inside the cage and try and like obviously run around and try and look for games, which I mostly do, or do you think everyone else has maybe picked up the traders have picked up in there? And because I'm sure they sneak around the back of Culver, you clearly see they go around the back and just like hop over the hedge. You think, how did they get in there? They just hop over the hedge. Or do you think, oh, I'll wait for the new cars to unload? It all depends. Sometimes you think, oh, there's like big vans and that. You can tell they're sort of either traders or they're the usual house clearance people. You think, oh, I've got a good 5-10 minutes to walk around. So I walked around there. I think I missed a couple of things. I think my friend picked up some stuff there. But yeah, just like I think it was either left or right. Because my name's Richard. My initials is Rab. It's always right for Rab. Right for Richard. Every time in any video game, there's 2 of you. When you have to go left or right, but this is my right, but this is left. I always go right. So he went left. I went right. I didn't get anything like the first 3 hours, but he went left and picked up loads of little little McDonald's, Burger King little Sonic LCDs. I think he picked up the Crash Bandicoot and Spyro ones. He used to open up that. So I'm like, you win some, you lose some, but I'll always go right. Yeah, there's a lady. She had a PS2 and loads of games. If I had a bit more money, I didn't have much money to be honest. And one of the reasons why I haven't sort of bothered to try even get stuff locally. I just wanted to I wanted to pay off a credit card, so I had a credit card to pay off, and also I didn't have any money to book a hotel for Play Expo Manchester. So I sold some video games, some consoles, and some board games online on the Facebook pages and on eBay. So I was able to just stuff that I'm just literally hoarding here. That I would normally sell at DevCon, and there's normally DevCon at the end of May. But it was just like this toy collectible fairs, so it only took like 60-70 quid. But if it was actually a proper sci-fi comic convention, it would have been £400 or £500. So sort of like £200 or £300 short, sort of for the summer. So I sold some stuff, and yeah, I was able to get my money back, pay for my hotel for Play Expo. So I'll be going to Play Expo in Manchester. Pay off the credit card. So yeah, so I'm just down to sort of like one credit card. I'm just paying the minimum balance. I'm paying £50 a month, which will pay off the credit card in like 6 months' time, but not paying any interest. So that's that sort of credit card done. And yeah, so we started saving. Normally I take out a bit more, but how much did I take out? I think I just took out 100 quid. That normally pays for my fuel, food, and just stuff like that. But yeah, she had like a PlayStation 2, and I think loads of games. I think she wanted, was it 50 quid? It might have been 50 quid because when I asked how much the PlayStation 2 was, when I went back there later on, I think she wanted 25 quid for it. So yeah, it might be a bit more. There was loads of games there, but there's some games that I picked out. That either missing or good for trading with friends. Yeah, so there was a sealed copy of Home Alone. This game looks absolutely shit. Absolutely shit. So yeah, happy to get a sealed copy again. Midway Arcade Treasures again. Spyro A Hero's Tale. Maximo, which is awesome. I haven't played it for ages. I do have this in my collection, but I sort of thought, okay, I'll pick this one up. I do have it in my collection. It's by Capcom, and it is probably one of the most underrated games of the PlayStation 2 era. I never see people sort of mention much about it, so yeah, I just think this and also Medieval on the PS1 doesn't get enough shout out in, I would say, in the community and people mentioning it. So yeah, it is a brilliant game, absolutely awesome, and I'm definitely gonna be playing that. Animatrix or not Animax, I don't know, the cartoon random kids or whatever they are. Star Wars Battlefront 2. I slowly picked up loads of these over the years. Ratchet and Clank 3. Looks like someone went to CEX. This feels like it's got an extra game in it. Oh no, it's just a loose disc. Ed, and Eddie. Who the hell are they? I don't have this actually in my PlayStation 2 collection, so I saw this for, well, I guess I'll get that. It looks absolutely garbage. Jack 3. Harry Potter, Chamber of Secrets. God, this game is old. 2002. Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. Rayman Revolution. I don't have this. I've got this in, I think it's the Rayman collection, but I didn't actually have it on its own. So I was happy to get that. And also Scooby-Doo First Fright. There's another one I didn't have in my PS2 collection. So I happened to get a couple in there, one to sort of replay a game. And I think that was it. Yeah, like I said, the car boot, they had loads of piles of bloody sand and that, so half the car boot, they're basically turning away, which was really annoying. They're turning away people for fun. And there's 2 car boots you can go to, Peacock Meadow and Plimpton, which starts at 8:30, or they go to Stonehouse, which the Stonehouse one is like gone downhill so much, it's just really shit. But Stonehouse is the closest one to Argyle, so I was thinking, oh, do I go there, do I not? And I probably ummed and ahed and started looking around. Probably about another 10-15 minutes, because still people unpacking. Probably too long. I should have maybe went to Stonehouse, because they said that car boot was just like it used to be. It was completely full. But there was none of sort of like us guys after the games, the traders, the bike guys, the Lego guys, the dual Gaudy Gold people. None of them were there. One of my friends said it was just really quiet down there, buying wise. Yeah, so I sort of missed going down there. But I had to get to the other car boot, which is at Peacock Meadow. Got there about 8:25. And yeah, it's one of those ones where they sort of like they go, and everybody just runs round. And I can't remember. I'm trying to think what I actually got there. I think I got this from there. Must have done. And these. So I got a few bits from there. Okay, I think I've picked out the board games that I've sort of picked up from the Plymouth car boots, and I've also got the Exeter car boots. So I got some of these Lego little DVDs, Star Wars Lego DVDs. That one, the Yoda Chronicles. Pardo and Menace, what you call it? I don't know. I've got some of the Star Wars Annual, 2016. So I was happy to get that. The story collection. I guess it's the Origin story collection. So never read books, so I thought, oh, I wouldn't mind just giving this a go, really, just have a look. Get into comics, I guess. There's loads of like McDonald's toys that I picked up as well. Now, I think somewhere like 20p maybe? 50p? Yeah, my mate Paul, he picked up loads of them, absolutely loads of them. He went a bit crazy. Also, one of the guys who mainly buys toys, I think he picked up some cars and that in like a bag or a box. He said this was in there, and when I was walking past, this was at the Argyle car boot, and he goes, "Oh, here you go, mate. I know you like Sonic." So I actually got one of the little handhelds. So yeah, for once the battery actually works. So this is a McDonald's 2004. So I was happy to get him. think the last car route actually. This was sorry. Even before getting to Peacock Meadow, I just found Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This guy, I think he had a couple of Game Boy games and a couple of these. I actually got the box only, so I was happy to get the manual and the cartridge, which is obviously just go in the box and then complete it. So I was just like, oh, that's cool. And random. Yeah, so Peacock Meadow, I think I got these guys there. Yeah, so Peacock Meadow. I remember sitting from a distance, you sort of like, you stand there, everyone gets the stuff out, you sort of like thinking, I wish I had binoculars, you know? And I just saw this little kid just get Yoshi out and a couple of random Minecraft jobbies. So I quickly ran to there. Yeah, it's one of those, you just literally, you have to charge, looking left to right, looking left to right. And then after 10 minutes you sort of go a bit slower and then you think, oh, there's too many people, I'll probably miss some stuff. Then you slowly walk around. And yeah. And that was basically it. Oh no, I've got a couple more stuff. I picked up a bag, I don't know where I picked this bag up from. But yeah, a bag and it had like a Sonic thing on there, so I thought, oh, okay. I wouldn't mind just buying that. I just saw Sonic and thought, buy that. Both of these car boots, Plymouth Argyle and Peacock Meadow. I pick up like the Lego games. Well, lots of people like Lego. I like these Lego board games, and some of them are pretty funny and some are pretty shit, but some of them are pretty good and well fun. So yeah. So I haven't got this one, which was obviously Ninja Go, is it? Or Ninja Acquire, I don't know. Ninja the board game. And sometimes they're complete, sometimes they're not complete. So sometimes I always have to get two of them just to get one complete. And then I would trade in. Or when I'm at my Debcon store, there's a Lego lady there, so I normally just take him in there. And I normally just get my money back on it, if you know what I mean. It's like, oh, would you take this for £3? And she normally just does it for the random men. So I got that one. Monster 4. It looks so bad, this one. Got Race 3000. Anytime they're a couple of quid, I just pick them up. So I got two of them, so yeah, it's bound to not be complete. But yeah, so far I got a complete copy of both of these. It's the only Lego I really pick up this, and like, oh, I picked some Lego up the other day, which was loads of it, so need some room. I keep on missing stuff from the previous car boot. I picked up one of these, is Reactor, what we call it, wireless gaming console. I don't actually have one. Surprisingly, I don't have one of these. I always used to see in my car boots, they were like really expensive. I think I paid a fiver for it, 4 or 5 quid. Yeah, that was actually the Plymouth Argyle one. While everyone was driving into the cage, they let the big like vans and trucks sort of like set up outside. And sometimes you think, oh, they're the traders. And I think there was like a private seller there, and this was just on the floor. And I'm like, oh, how much would you take for it? Or he said a price. I think I knocked a quid off in the end. So I don't know if he said £6, I got it for £5, or £5, I got it for £4. I have to watch back my own videos. But yeah, so I was happy to get that. That was my first purchase of the day, actually. Yeah, over there. I think that was about there. So not too much. Yeah, and that was about it. I didn't get hardly anything from Peacock Meadow. Just started walking around, talking to my mate Paul. We were obviously just saying, oh, what he got loads of toys and random stuff. I think he picked up some GameCube games. We're talking about, oh, I've never seen any GameCube games, and then he picks some up. And there's another guy from Exeter, he comes down. I'm sorry if I don't know your name, mate, but yeah, he's a good lad. We speak quite a lot of the car boots now. He was down, and I was like one side of the car boot. He was sort of like the main part where everyone just runs in. And the first aisle, he picked up 2 bloody Game Boys. I'm like, oh, get out of here! In the first 2 bloody aisles, I was like, great. But yeah, he was happy. I was sort of happy, and me and Paul just slowly started walking around, talking about how we like missed stuff. And this is a couple of stuff we sort of found. So I picked up Pokemon the first movie on VHS. Just random. And we were just saying like how we obviously just look at stands or at the tables and miss stuff. And there's some DS games on the floor, and I saw someone looking at it, and I just looked down and thought, oh, just some DS games. And I started like walking away. And I saw Paul, he was like looking at the DS games, where to find them. And I thought, oh, and literally probably about this far away from the DS games, That was Toad. So I picked him up. I was like, and we were just like, yeah, just like that, mate. We sort of like see games there, and then like right next to him, it could be like something like this, just like next to it. It just, yeah, it just seems really, really random. You just do miss stuff. And yeah, carry on walking around again. Probably about 20 minutes after the car boot started, and I picked up this joker. So I just walked around the corner, and yeah, I walked down this aisle 5 minutes ago, and this wasn't there. And yeah, I walked around, we had a good chat, just talked about stuff we missed. Well, we had a little chat about Pokemon cards and collections and that. And yeah, this was just on the floor. I'm like, how much for this? The woman said like, was it £3 or £4? I'm like, oh, it says £2 on the site. So I've got Ghetto Monopoly. This was the one that was banned in, must have been what, 2002, 2003. I don't actually have a copy, but for some reason this goes for quite a lot of money. Maybe because it was banned, but it looks absolutely garbage. Absolutely garbage. I'm praying it's complete, but yeah, it might not be complete. It looks complete, but as with all board games, you just have to do a contents check. So that was sort of that car boot done. I thought, oh, I haven't sort of got much for the day, and do I go home and get some sleep? Because I worked last, what, 4 or 5 days in a row before that, getting up at 4:30 in the morning to go to work. And now getting up at like 6 o'clock and going up to the car boot. So I thought, it's sunny. Really hot, oh my god, even I was getting a tan. Oh, I was just knackered. Also on my mobile I had one of those like steps, so you count how many steps and how many miles you walked. I think in the whole car boot on the Sunday, I think I did about 16,000 steps. So I think it was like, what, 8 miles or something? 7 or 8 miles, I'm trying to think. It was in kilometres. I'm like, how do I change kilometres? I don't know what kilometres is. I know miles. But yeah, but look at, well, obviously Plymouth Argyle probably would have walked a lot more if Plymouth Argyle was a bit open. If they had more cars, then so I've been walking much more. So I can easily do probably 10 miles, walking 10 miles on a Sunday. So yeah, well happy to get like 16,000 steps or whatever it was. So I drove up to Exeter. It wasn't starting for another like hour and a half. So instead of like cruising like just up there, just wasting petrol, I just did 60 miles an hour and Luke cruise control on. Oh god, I was like, so tired, nearly falling asleep at the wheel because I was driving so bloody slow. So in the end I just had to do 80 miles an hour. I was just thinking, I need to stay awake, I need to get there. You know, you were just going so slow, it was so boring doing 60 miles an hour on the motorway. Got to Exeter, had a little half an hour nap in the car. It was like a massive car park. I've literally just parked and some guy went, drove all the way around, parked next to me in his van. I was like this close to my car, and you can see him like squeezing out the car. Sorry, mate. I was thinking, I went down the window, I'm like, mate, you could have parked anywhere in the car park, but why did you park next to me, you dickhead? He was like, I called him a dickhead. Like car boot rage, we saw that arguing, I'm like, why would you do that? And then I'm trying to get out the car, I'm like, yeah, you got to jump on skinny and obese, mate, trying to get out the car. I'm like, why would you just park right next to me and not park properly so you can barely fit out the car? I was like, you are stupid. Anyway, yeah, I went to Exeter. Had to pay £7 if you want to go in there early, I think, so you sort of pay some money to go in there early. Walked around. Yeah, this is what I got. It was cloudy, but it was so hot and humid, I was just going absolutely knackered, and with my car boot stamina gone. Yeah, so the first pickup I actually got was Buck Rogers the board game. And this was £4. I actually have this game, but I think I may be missing a couple of pieces, so I thought I'd buy it just for the extra couple of pieces. But the guy said it was new, and it's never been used. That's all you have here is new, never been used, on eBay. And it is. The cards are still sealed. In the board game world, we would call this unpunched. So all the tokens are there. And everything's in their bags. So I can't unpunch the tokens because I'm either going to keep this new or going to trade and sell it on. I think I might sell it on. Sell it on the board game groups, get some money in, and that will sort of go get the money in for the next sort of lot of car boots. But yeah, I might do the same with Ghetto Monopoly. So it looks pretty shit. We'll probably get some friends round, play it. It probably is shit, but it's one of those word games and worth what, £15 plus or something stupid. Probably more now. But yeah, I'm glad to pick this up. Awesome board game. There's one character, she's absolutely bullshit. She lets you just steal, I think it's like 2 ships from other people every round. Yeah, so it's a good board game. It's just basically like Risks, but in the Buck Rogers world. And yeah, and if you get that character, you're sort of more likely to win. So we call it unbalanced. But Buck Rogers, I used to love Buck Rogers. It used to be on BBC Two. I remember, was it mid-90s, early 90s? BBC Two was just awesome. I think it used to be like either like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air at like 6. I used to watch Neighbours, and then Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And then afterwards, I think like 3 times a week, you had like Star Trek Next Generation. And then you had like Voyager on one night, and then Deep Space Nine, sorry, on one night. And then sometimes it used to be like Space Precinct after Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And then at 7 used to be Ren and Stimpy. And then sometimes Buck Rogers as well, I think that used to be at 7. And then you had like Heartbreak High, which was like an Australian, like, I guess like a teen soap. Yeah, that's what we did. Came home, played video games, watched Neighbours. Or no, watched Newsround. And then watched Neighbours. And then go with the BBC Two, watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Star Trek, and then Buck Rogers used to be afterwards. And then used to turn over to Channel 4. I think they had like Babylon 5. And it was like TFI Friday. Or Games Master used to be like in between. So every Friday night was like awesome. Yeah, so that was... Tell me if that's true. I'm sure that's how I remember, and it was like Crystal Maze as well. So Friday was always a busy night. And yeah, used to love that. Used to love just watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and then Star Trek, and then Buck Rogers. So yeah, Buck Rogers or Ren and Stimpy. I used to eat my tea when I'm watching Ren and Stimpy, and I used to be like, "Mum, I'm gonna throw up. Can you cook my tea a bit earlier?" Because watching Ren and Stimpy, it was funny, but there's some disgusting stuff on there. You watch it now, you think, what the fuck? This is messed up. Absolutely messed up. I'm sure there's some random, like, video game, like show on there with, Craig Charles saying, like, 1 minute warning, 1 minute warning. Oh, what was that? And they just had, like, I was having 2 teams, and they just had to, like, pile, like, a tank somewhere and, like, just go somewhere. And they were like, they had to do a task or something, or just go through, yeah, you had a little character, you had to go through rooms, like 1 minute warning, 1 minute warning. Craig Charles going, you got 1 minute warning! I forgot what that was called. Maybe Cyber TV or something like that, I don't know. It was pretty cool. Pretty good back then. BBC Two was shocking now, absolutely shocking. They were like, turn over, it's just like Eggheads or something, like 6, whatever it is. Yeah, anyway, back to the car boot. Walked around, picked up another board game. And that was Pirates of the Caribbean Buccaneer, and it's semi-sealed. So it is sealed, but it's got a rip here. Buccaneer is like a 40, 50-year-old board game. I do have one up there somewhere. And basically, obviously, Pirates of the Caribbean came out. They gave like the license owners to Buccaneer and just pasted the Pirates of the Caribbean theme on it. Just changed the game. I think that's why it says like the original pirate game. So they just updated it. 2006? Hasbro. It says Hasbro on the back. But it's also Parker. Saw some Blu-rays and thought, okay, these are some Blu-rays. I always think, do I want Blu-rays or not? I thought, I've got some Blu-rays in my collection, but there's loads of films that I want to watch literally once and see if they're any good, and then literally just get rid of them. So there was like Vin Diesel's Riddick. Gravity. It's got loads of Oscars assigned in it. So I thought, I'll give that a go. Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol. I know that is going to be absolutely shit. And some random Kung Fu films. So I can't even say that. Kung Fucus. But it's from the director of Red Cliff, which Red Cliff was awesome. Oh yeah, it's John Woo, Red Cliff, and Jet Li. From the acclaimed producer of John Woo's Red Cliff and Jet Li's Warlords. Okay. So some other random guy. And this was Tao Chu Master. This looks like quite an old one. Ultimate Collection. Ultimate Edition. Okay, so this one might be a classic one. It's quite old from the screenshots, but yeah. I used to be well in cinema, Cine Asia. I used to be well into my martial art DVDs and films back in the day. Whether it was Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I used to love that. Hero, House of Flying Daggers, and then I got like the Wu-Tang, all them guys. Yeah, I think there was probably about a month ago. There was like some like random kung fu series on Film 4. Some of the old ones from like the 70s and 80s. Not Bruce Lee. But I just think there's lots of underrated ones out there as well. But yeah, there were really awesome ones back in the day. Carried on walking around again. Because I was carrying Buck Rogers, Buccaneer, my arms were like absolutely destroyed. I think I picked up actually one of these Race 3000s from there actually. Yeah, my arms were absolutely aching. So I went back to the car. No, I actually picked up these two actually before. These are the first purchases actually there. And I picked up a couple of Pikachus. These were the first purchases. They had loads of little bugs on them. I'm like, oh my god, Pikachu's got bugs. They had loads of little yellow bugs. And I was wearing my yellow coat, and the bugs went... I was like, what the heck, get out of here. So I'm wiping all the bugs off. And as I'm driving home, because I put them in the car, there's like little bugs in the window. I'm like, you goddamn Pikachu bugs, get out of here. I'm like, Pokemon Go. You ain't got nothing on this, fools. Yeah, so yeah, I think I got these for £8 or £9. So I think she wanted 6 or maybe 4 or the other way around. But yeah, so £8 and £9 for these two. So I was happy to pick them up for that price. She was like, you never get them anymore. You never get them anymore. You'd never see them anywhere. I'm like, okay, I'll still buy them. I don't care. Probably see them a lot. I probably got them, but I thought, what the hell? Let's get them, and yeah, I think I don't have a smaller one. I might have a big one like this. So I was like carrying around these, absolutely knackered. My arms, my Ribbler skinny arms were just destroyed. My car boot stamina was like gone. I was like sweating. So I thought, I need a quick nip back to the car. And it's a good 10-minute walk, 5-minute walk there, and 5-minute walk back because they've moved like the car park or where the cars go now. So I'm like racing back, put it on the car, got back, and obviously there's more cars coming in. I thought, oh shit, I better miss something. I was like walking. And I saw one of the sort of he goes off the DVDs and like I guess the DVDs and some video games. I saw like a massive like big box, big like long box. I was thinking, he's got a sign there. He's got a sign, and it was like an Acorn Electron. I'm like, fuck off! I had to see him in the distance. If you watch my video, I'm walking and thinking that looks like an Acorn Electron, despite the box of it. And then he came along, it was, and he sort of like well, they looked at me. He sort of looked at me when he walked past. I'm just like, get out of here! Thinking I probably missed stuff. But I carried on walking around again. There doesn't seem to be much Skylanders anymore. It looks like everyone got rid of them at the beginning of the season, and there's no Skylanders left. One of the guys also said he's from Exeter. He was there. He was picking up stuff, and he said he got some Mega Drive games from someone. I'm like, oh god damn it. And so I was just looking. I didn't know if this was the person that they got them from. So I think he left this. It was Echo the Dolphin on the Mega Drive. Box complete, not in the best condition. The car is a little bit destroyed. I think that was £2, £2 or £3. Yeah, carried on walking around again. Asked him got any video games. Some guy picked up some like Wii games and stuff like that. And then I went to this one car. They were just emptying it. Oh yeah, got any video games? We have, but come back later on. We need to set up, and they just like. These have like all been stored in the garage or something, and they picked up a box, chucked it on the floor, and they're just doing that. And then people were like, how much is this? Like, we're not selling anything at the moment. I'm like, oh, they're the worst sellers. It's like, do you want to make any money? And I think, I'll come back in a minute. And yeah, the guy from Exeter came along. He said, oh, there's a PS2 over there. So I just turned around, and I think he must have picked up a few PlayStations and that. He goes, oh, I'll let you have this one, mate. Picked it up. That's when we got this out. And it was PS2, silver controller, black controller. It looks all obviously complete, ready to go. And how much is this? And she was like, what was it, £2 or £3? And I'm like, okay, I'll pick it up for £3. I think it might have been 2. I was like, okay, can't say no to that. And he probably thought he was going to say, oh, yeah, £5 or £10, because I think he might have been lower money as well. Yeah, £5 or £10. But, like £2. I was like, couldn't say no. Yeah, £2 or £3 it was. And it's also, they had a PSP case. And they had some games in there. So there's, it looks like Simpsons the movie, Disney's Pixel Up, Need for Speed Carbon, Own the City, Little Big Planet, Little Big Planet, Disney's Pixel WALL-E. Is that the film? Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. That must be another film. Dave Mir BMXing Challenge. Oh, what's this? Didn't see this in there. Oh! Looks like a PSP camera. Oh, cool. I actually don't have one of them. Disney's Pixel Ratatouille. iPet. And Daxter. Cool. That's a nice little bonus there. And a case I didn't have for the PSP. Sorry, Toad. It's going to rest on your head. Yeah, so that was quite funny. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Picked up some more stuff there. Got another Toad. I'm not sure where I got that Toad from, so that could have been from anywhere. More McDonald's toys. There should be 2 more. I think this lady said 20p, and I'm like, okay, I'll take all 4 Princess Peaches. Pokemon trading card, like little box. GameCube controller. So this was quite dirty. I've cleaned it up a bit. I think it was £3. So I may have got it for £2.50. Because I know I think she said £3. Will you take £2.50? I like to bargain. You know, that's the point of going to car boots. You know, I can afford to pay £3, but I'm just like, oh, take £2.50. Just because, yeah, that's what's the point of car boots, you know. So I happened to get another one of those controllers on the go. And then I went back to that lady. She goes, oh, these video games. Sorry guys, my memory was full. So yeah, I was about to explain this, and on my camera it was like blah, 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 flashing, so I didn't know if the battery was going out of, or or the memory was full, so I had to delete some stuff on there. Yeah, this woman brings this out, and I paid £10 for it. Well happy. A couple of the games are actually missing, so I probably wouldn't have spent that much on it. So, but luckily I do have the cartridges for them. So I've got Zool. This is just manual and no, yeah, the inlay's a bit destroyed, and no game. Sonic 2. As always, they always seem to be complete. Mega Swerve, what it's called. Complete. Desert Strike. It's got the manual, but no game. FIFA 95. This is good to see a Mega Drive. I probably spent a bit too much for it, but until I sort of looked at the bottom. I also got Lethal Enforcers. Cartridge only. And it came with 2 guns. This gun has got a little bit of damage at the bottom. And the Mega Drive. But it's missing a little, the cover there. So I paid £10 for that. Would have been happy with obviously more games. But I saw it and I thought, oh, Mega Drive pickup. I'm happy to just pay £10, I guess. But not as happy because I'm like, oh, there are a couple of games missing. Wish it was in better condition. But I was happy to get it for £10, I guess. Yeah, the funniest thing, that was basically that car boot done. I was literally walking, yeah, just walking, obviously just along the cars, and did my, I was on my shoelace, or sorted out my bags, because I was struggling to carry this, and just organised myself. And then probably 2 cars in front of me, one of my friends, yeah, I walked up, I thought, oh, these people just got out of the car. He said, oh, they got Nintendo Wii and some games. He's like, how much are Nintendo Wii games? and there was a couple of like GameCube controllers there as well, and a couple of GameCube games. I was thinking, oh, if I never like stopped and actually like sorted out my bags, I may have got that. But there's enough to go around, you know. He was happy. I was like 30 quid. I think he got a Wii, 2 or 3 GameCube controllers. I think there was like a wrestling GameCube game. I think there's definitely a Zelda there, and it must have been Mario Kart. And yeah, for the Wii and stuff, so I was like, oh god damn it, why did I stop? Should have carried on walking. And that was about it, really. Yeah, just carried on walking around for another 10 minutes. I thought, oh, I'm just knackered, I just want to go home. I'm going to play board games this afternoon. So let's get going. Yeah, so I got back to the car, put everything in the car, got in the car, started driving off, went around the corner, thinking, what's that smash? I thought, oh shit, I left the box of Mega Drive on top of the car. Got out of the car, the box of Mega Drive, the games all on the floor. I picked everything up, but that's probably where maybe the games actually went. It was just round the corner. They could have maybe went a bit further, maybe in the hedge or something. So maybe that's where the actual games went. Yeah, I heard a smash and thought, ah shit, the Mega Drive's on the because obviously I was hot, put everything in the car, and I put the box on top of the car. I was thinking, oh shit, the Mega Drive's on top of the fucking car. A few people laughed at me, so I'm like quickly picking everything up, put it in the car. And I guess I didn't check the grass. The grass was quite far away, but I can imagine maybe some of the games went literally. So I did like drive off. I was thinking, oh, I best go back. So I drove back. Yeah, I did like a circle. Yeah, it was just like a busy road, and thought, oh, let's have another little check to see. There wasn't anything there again, so I thought, oh, okay, let's just go. So they might have actually, they could even just went, flown like, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 10 feet like into a hedge or something. But yeah, that was stupid. But at the time when I picked up loads of like stuff from the car boots, my car was full, and I was going over the bridge at Plymouth, the Salt Ash Bridge, one built by Brunel, and I had like the windows down because it was hot, and I just went around a roundabout like that, and then Sonic Freeze went whoa, just flew out the window out on the bridge because I was going like this, like just flew out. I was like shit, and Sonic Freeze just went out, but that is even more busy, so I just couldn't stop. And to go back and pick it up, I had to like go around, turn around, and like pay to actually get over the bridge to actually pick something up on a dangerous like roundabout where I'm never going to be able to pick that game up again. So I just gave up and thought, that's it, that's Sonic 3 gone. Put the windows up. Like I said, I've been carbureted for a month. I get a bit rusty, you know, mentally rusty, health-wise rusty, crazy leave stuff on the roof rusty. It was fucking hilarious. I was like, you dickhead. There's like one of those guys in the little Lewis jackets, like just waving driving through, just laughing. I was like, get out of here. Like, I want to go home. I need some sleep. And it was so hot, so hot. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm well happy with the pickups. Missed out on some good items, but my friend's got those items, so I'm not too bothered. So pretty crazy pickups and that. Something a bit different with the board games. Yeah, I've actually got a Mega Drive pickup. That's what I wanted. There's sometimes you just want an old retro pickup, you know, where it's a Mega Drive, Super Nintendo once, and probably more chance of winning the lottery. Even seen like a GameCube, you know, like a GameCube, even like a box GameCube or GameCube and some games. It's always like 1 or 2 GameCube games, and they all seem to be not the best ones, but or they just like maybe like one Zelda. Even a Dreamcast. I like picked up last year. I picked up an OK Dreamcast bundle, but just to pick up a Dreamcast just would be good. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please like and share and comment below. Lately, I've been using my iPhone. I comment back to people, and then every like week or so, I check it again, and I'm thinking my comment hasn't actually registered. Talking back to people, so sometimes I have to do like another comment. So I apologise if sometimes I take a week to like get back to people because I get like a message, so and so is like commented, and then I like write it on there, and then obviously say like send or write. And it like loads, and it says it's there, but then like a week later I go onto it and thinking, I haven't replied to that person. And they probably think, oh, I'm really rude, not responding. But on like the same day, I've comment because someone's commented on like 4 or 5 things on the same day. I'll comment to like half of people. It seems to like let me do it, And then like the others I haven't, and they probably think, oh, he's quite rude, he's only commented on them, but not us. But I apologise. I do my best to comment in. But yeah, so I've got the out and about video for this, and we've also got one for Studley Car Boot. That was at the beginning of June, that's like June the 6th. And it's a really long one because I just left the camera on, I changed out the battery, I changed out the memory. So in all, I got there about 5:30, I did about 4 or 5 hours. So I've done my best to sort of edited it down. But it's just too much effort. I did record like this massive dog, but I don't know where it's gone now. I might have actually deleted it because I think I've done like I tried it off. I knew it was going to be there, so I was like turning it off, turning it on, turning it off. And sometimes when you like with a GoPro, you tap it. Sometimes you hold it like that, you like, and you actually change it to like a camera. So I thought sometimes when I think I'm filming, I'm actually taking photos. But I don't take photos. I want to film. So it's well funny. But yeah, so that should be. I think that might be ready to go actually. So I just need to watch it through. Need to watch it through again. It's about 50 minutes long, so I'm just trying and get an hour free just to watch it and get it up there. And yeah, and then there's this one to do. So yeah, thanks for liking and sharing, guys. Yeah, it's always good to comment and hear from people. I'm definitely going to play Manchester in Play Expo in Manchester. I wasn't going to go because I thought, I'll try and save some money. One of my dreams is to go to Japan, and with us leaving like the European Union and that, the pound is absolutely shit. And yeah, so I wanted to go next year, but with the pound being so shit, I can imagine it's going to take 18 months for it to get a bit better. Yeah, so the Brexit is just pretty messed up. But yeah, I want to go to Japan, but it's going to be really expensive. So I'm trying to save some money. So there's a couple of events. So normally in June, I go to London Anime Gaming Con, or June and July, London Anime Gaming Con, and London and TV Film Comic Con. That's normally at Earls Court. I think Earls Court's been knocked down, it's somewhere else now. So next week I actually got a week off, but I would normally go there. So, but I've sort of cancelled that just to try and save money. And like I said, I need to pay off this credit card, which I'll pay in 6 months' time. But sometimes you think, let's just get the credit cards paid, and then you can do maybe the luxury things or try and go to Japan. So my dream is to go to Japan. But it's hard to find someone who who lives near me who wants to go to Japan. You know, I'm a manager, so I'm on like 43 hours plus, but they're all on like 20 hours, maybe do a bit more. So they're not bringing in enough income as it is. So if anyone wants to go to Japan with me, I'd love to go. I just want to literally set a day and think this is what I need to do. I want to go. And if you guys have been to Japan, when's the best time to book? How many sort of like months in advance? Is it best literally just to do like a proper holiday, or is it just better just take a rucksack and just go? There's a few years ago I always wanted to go with Japanese Journeys, because they used to do manga tours, and I remember emailing, it must be about 5 or 6 years ago, saying, have you ever thought of doing a video game theme one? And they gave me a couple of ideas, and then like 2 months later they're actually doing the tour, and I'm like, okay. They're like, we've done it, tour for you. And I'm like, oh cool. And then how much is it? It was like 1,800 quid. I'm like, fucking hell, 1,800 quid, and it's only like what, 8 days? I'm like, bloody hell. But you get a guide and stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking, do I save that? I'm thinking, get it all in, and obviously you have a guide, or you can get it much cheaper. Probably take a rucksack with you, and it's just obviously just trying to go there and run around everywhere. If you know what I mean? Just try and do it yourself, which would probably be a lot more cheaper. But the only thing I'm worried about is my diet. I don't like fish. I fucking hate fish. Get out of here, fish. I'm not a fan of fish, so I don't know what else I eat. I would literally have to live on McDonald's and Burger King. I hope there's like an English there, so I can just get some fucking chips and burgers and chips and pizza. I don't like sushi at all. I have to add ketchup and sour cream to every meal. So yeah, so I've just always wanted to go. It's just trying to find someone else to sort of go with, sort of to do the 2-room sharing, so it'd be a bit more cheaper. And yeah, so if you any guys got any information, or you guys have been out there, when's the best time to book, where to stay, I guess, and yeah, just try and get as cheap as possible, because now the pound is so shit, it doesn't go as far. So you have to spend like 30, 40 more than like a month ago than you would have. So hopefully it might be a bit better back then, or by then. So yeah, so cheers guys, thanks for watching, liking, sharing, I've done all that. Yeah, there's some pretty random stuff I got here actually, pretty random stuff. It's all about the Lego board games, absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. Me and mates come around, have a few beers, we build them, we play them, sometimes we enjoy them. And sometimes they're literally just like Like, there's a frog game. It is literally Frog Up. It's Frog Up, but Lego, but funnier. So yeah, cheers guys. Yeah, thanks.